Ever feel like your attention is constantly under attack? Like it's being pulled in a million different directions at once? Well, you're not wrong. Today, we're going to talk about a really simple but super powerful way to fight back. And it's all inspired by the true masters of focus.
Just let that sink in for a second. This idea is pretty much the foundation for everything we're about to cover. It suggests that the answer to our crazy, noisy lives isn't about adding more stuff, but about finding the power in stillness. It sounds simple, I know, but trust me, it's a total game changer.
But let's be real. Finding that silence, it can feel absolutely impossible sometimes. We live in a world that is just screaming with digital noise, where our attention, well, that's the real product being sold. And this isn't just a feeling, it's what's actually happening to your brain. It's in a constant, brutal tug of war.
So, let's dive into it. We're calling this section the War for Attention. And we're going to break down exactly why you feel so mentally wiped out by the end of the day. It's not your imagination.
Just think about your day. Every single ping, every notification, every single time you just mindlessly scroll through a feed, it's not just a quick little distraction, it's actually training your brain. You lose what scientists call micro-focus, and over time your mind starts to crave the noise, right? It's looking for that next little dopamine hit from the next notification.
This really lays it all out, doesn't it? It shows the two completely different states we can live in. On one side, you've got the distracted mind. It's craving noise, it feels scattered, chaotic, always chasing the next thing. And on the other side, the focused mind. It's seeking clarity. It feels centered, deliberate, and calm. The difference is absolutely massive. And here's the good news. It's a choice we can actually make. So the big question is, how do we get there? How do we make that choice? Well, that brings us to the solution, the 2-minute monk method. It's this simple, ancient antidote for our very, very modern problem of distraction.
Yep, you heard that right. Just 2 minutes. That is the entire beauty of this method. This isn't about needing to find an hour to go meditate on some mountaintop. It's about using just 2 minutes, anytime, anywhere, to completely shift your mental state.
And here's the key. You have to reframe how you think about this. This is not another task to add to your to-do list. Think of it as a powerful reset button for your brain. Feeling overwhelmed before a big meeting? Stressed out by your inbox? This is your tool. This is your way to instantly refresh your mind. Okay, so how do you actually do it? Let's break it down. Here are the 3 simple steps to practicing what we're calling micro-silence.
Let's walk through this together, okay? First, just close your eyes and take one really deep, intentional breath. In through your nose, and slowly out through your mouth. Then, step 2. You need to anchor your attention. Find one single sound in your environment. Could be the hum of your computer, a car driving by, and just listen to it. And finally, and this is the important part, thoughts are gonna pop up. They always do. Don't fight them, don't get frustrated, just notice them, kind of acknowledge them, and then let them float by like clouds in the sky. That's it. So now we've moved from the how to the why, because this isn't just some ancient wisdom that sounds nice, it's actually backed up by modern neuroscience. Let's get into the really cool stuff. What's actually happening inside your brain during those 2 minutes of stillness?
Okay, first up, let's talk about your prefrontal cortex. The easiest way to think about this is like it's the CEO of your brain. It handles all the big stuff, decision-making, problem-solving, focus. Now, when you're constantly distracted, that CEO gets overworked and totally chaotic. Just 2 minutes of silence helps it rebalance, and that allows you to think with so much more clarity.
And then there's this other thing called the default mode network. This is basically your brain's daydreaming network. It's what's active when your mind is just wandering. In our noisy world, this network is often super loud and chaotic. Quieting it down is the key. When you slow it down, you create the mental space for real creativity and those aha moments to finally come through.
And the difference is it's striking. You can see it right here. Before silence, your brain is like a storm of chaotic energy. But after just 2 minutes, that energy becomes smooth and synchronized. That default mode network calms right down, and you literally create physical room for clarity. It's incredible.
Look, knowing all this is one thing, right? But actually doing it, that is what creates real change. So let's wrap this up with a super simple challenge to help you put this whole thing into practice.
So, what do you say? Are you ready to do this? Ready to stop letting the world dictate your mental state and start taking back control with this one simple tool?
All right, here it is, the challenge. Tomorrow morning, and this part is crucial. before your fingers automatically reach for your phone, before you let all the world's noise come rushing in, just try this. Just sit up, set a timer for 2 minutes, and do the 3-step reset. That's it. That is all it takes.
Because when you intentionally create these little moments of silence, you're not just calming down, you are unlocking a higher level of thinking. Learn to focus like a monk, and you really can start to think like a genius. So give it a try.